as a labor economist, my research has always been, of course, about labor markets. And right now, I'm doing a lot of work that thinks about training below the college level, education that can really help workers avoid poverty by lifting their wages enough so that even if they don't have a 4-year college degree, they're earning more than at the very bottom. The fact is that in the US, real wages for the bottom 25% of earners have fallen for almost 4 decades now. And that's despite all of these decades, on average, us seeing substantial economic growth. So when you have that structure in your labor market, it would be shocking if you made a lot of progress against poverty, because someone has to be in the bottom 25% of earners. And we know that whoever's there are earning less and less over time, and that's been happening for a really long time. Poverty during childhood has lasting effects. We know that kids who grow up poor, the poverty itself may affect their ability to learn and be successful. They tend to attend schools that have fewer resources. And what that means is that these kids are going to grow up to be adults who perhaps don't have the same earnings capacity or ability to be productive in the economy that kids from a more advantaged background would have. What is effective at fighting poverty in the short term are really programs that we all know about and are really very simple. And that is programs such as temporary assistance for needy families, food stamps, that simply in the short term transfer resources to families in need. Programs that really take a holistic approach that provide very specific technical skills, but also develop what we call soft skills in individuals, will allow them to have successful careers and really stay out of poverty in the long term. In the US, there continues to be huge stigma associated with using public assistance or asking for assistance. And we know, again, from psychology, behavioral economics, that this sense of shame that goes along with this can be in itself damaging. And so if we couple our programs with that sort of approach, not only are the programs not going to work, but they may actually end up doing damage to the people that we're trying to help. The Earned Income Tax Credit, or the EITC, is a part of our tax system that tries to effectively increase the after-tax wages of low-income workers. It's what we call completely refundable, which means that if at the end of the year you owe nothing in additional taxes to the government, you still can actually get money back through the Earned Income Tax Credit. The beauty of the Earned Income Tax Credit has been it's a way to get assistance to poor families that actually requires them to work, as opposed to giving them some potential disincentives to work, because you can only claim it against income that you've already earned from an employer. To get that, you go to a tax preparation service or you do it yourself, but the point is that if you go to a tax prep service to claim your EITC or to get help with that, you're the customer. You're not asking for help. They're actually set up to serve your needs. That's very empowering, that they're still getting assistance, but they're not made to feel as if they're separate from society. And so I think thinking about that and trying to push it through more of our safety net policies is really important to make them work. How we treat and deal with poverty in young children today is a key predictor of what economic growth will look like in 20 to 30 years. So if we're concerned about keeping the US economy growing and income rising on average for all of us, a key strategy in getting there is to deal with poverty, especially poverty among kids today.